I'm Craig Head with the Nebraska Farm Bureau, and I'm here today with Bruce Reeker, who's the Vice President of Government Relations for Nebraska Farm Bureau. Bruce, busy week down at the Capitol again. We got a lot going on. Let's start talking a little bit about roads funding. Getting ag commodities to market is really important for our members, and we always engage on roads issues. What happened this week?
Absolutely, it's a very important issue, Craig. Earlier this week, there was a hearing on LB 960. It's an infrastructure bank bill that was introduced by Senator Jim Smith from Omaha on behalf of the governor. It's funded with $150 million that comes out of the Capital Reserve Fund. So there's some conversation about whether or not that's prudent use of it, but we supported it because we need to have the strong roads, the infrastructure, as you said, to get commodities to market. What this program does, or what LB 960 would do, it would create three programs. One is a bridge match funding program, which we've heard from our members that they're in dire need of having that assistance to help reinforce and upgrade the bridges that they have in their counties. Another one is to improve the state highway system. And then the third one is what they call an economic opportunities program, which helps them do some isolated programs that help build the infrastructure where they really need it to increase economic development. All three of these things are very important to the infrastructure, the transportation infrastructure of Nebraska, and we support it wholeheartedly.
Okay. And it's also been a busy week, I know, on property taxes. We were going to talk about that every week probably throughout the session, but another measure up this week, constitutional amendment that we talked about. Let's visit a little bit about what that constitutional amendment would do. Absolutely.
What it does is it changes the funding for community colleges. Right now, community colleges are funded through property tax. What Senator Davis's constitutional amendment, and what it means is that the legislature would have to pass this, and it would show up on the general election ballot in November of this year. But it would require that all funding, all support of community colleges would have to come from state funding, which means it would have to come from either income or sales tax, because the state does not collect any property tax. It would be a huge shift in the way community colleges are funding, but it would also be a huge shift and a huge win for our members in property tax relief. So it would take a lot of the property tax burden off of their shoulders and move it to the state.
That's your Farm Bureau update from the state capitol. Stay tuned to NEFB.org for more.